Drag queens wear the most makeup, the most ridiculous outfits, have the most ridiculous hair, all for a performance. Femininity isn't real. It's a performance. Women must find drag comforting since it showcases the performance of femininity, something actual women are never truly rewarded for. That's what drag is. And that's what men pretending to be women. You know, the trans trender. Yeah, they're all in drag all the time, constantly. Okay? So today we're gonna watch a video. I'm gonna watch a video and react to it. It's this video by this total fucking devoted hop named Claudia Boleyn. But yeah, she's a devoted hop. She's a devoted member of the trans cult. And she, wants to show everyone. She wants to have her little videos about it. I was thinking I could kind of do some piano to it, maybe if the mood strikes me. Okay, so let's get started on this horrible video. Hope it's loud enough so that y'all can hear it. I got the volume all the way up. Okay, so this woman who is probably 25 or younger, if not, she's certainly acting 25 or younger. She's a known SJW fucking weirdo trans cult robot cult member. And my friend sent me this video just so I could watch it. And now I want to make fun of her. So, and talk her through these things that she actually means. So let's get to it. I will link the video below, don't worry.
Hi guys, Claudia Boleyn here, and I'm making this video because
Why the fuck do people say who they are at the beginning of their video? When they have their username, like, right under them? Why is that a thing? By the way, you guys, I'm Leah Taverly, in case you didn't fucking know from my goddamn username, my goddamn channel, and my fucking Instagram. I'm Leah Taverly.
I'm pissed off, and because I'm in a position where me being pissed off is allowed by certain people.
She's not allowed to be pissed off. You're not allowed to be pissed off as a woman because you're not allowed to show anger as a woman. That's not feminine. And that's because society is sexist. This could be an entire fucking video, just me describing that. Just deciphering that one stupid ass comment alone. But that's not this video. Anyway.
Me being in a privileged position means that I can...
Okay, you're not privileged if you're a woman. Period. The end. Okay, I should have just given you this stupid ass fucking background of this video. Apparently there were some radical feminists at a pride event in wherever the fuck she lives. London? I don't know, or care. It doesn't matter. And it upset some people, but as far as I understand it, that was about it. I think there were just some people there who the trannies disliked their signs. And that's me at literally every protest or any kind of activist thing I ever go to. There are signs that are shitty, or there are signs that I find offensive, but I don't, let that fucking ruin my whole time. Maybe because I'm a grown adult. Unlike her. Anyway. I'm a grown woman, and I prefer to act that way. I'm a grown human being. I prefer to act like a grown human being. Oh my god, we're not even 1 minute in.
Vocally angry, and I'm not going to be told that me being vocally angry in response to discrimination and oppression and hatred is just as bad somehow, and that's why the community gets trouble in the first place.
What the fuck did she just even say? First of all, the fact that you're mad about this shit shows that you're not doing all the math, honey. You're not figuring it out. You're not seeing the problem, but you're so mad that there were some TERFs at Pride? Wow, you poor thing.
So I'm talking about transphobia, and I'm talking about what happened at London Pride, which is basically just the latest thing which has happened. For a long time now, there's been transphobia rampant in the community.
Let's come up with a song for transphobia. Mexico. You know what that means. I'm so mean. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care.
In all of our communities, I mean, in society. But it's especially worrying when it's in the LGBT community because that's supposed to be a safe place for people who are LGBT. Trans people are the T of LGBT.
Trans people may very well be the T, but they may as well be the LGBTQIPA plus, because they call literally all of the shots now. I guess you haven't noticed that.
And
Claudia.
sometimes they are the other letters too. So it should be a place where they feel safe and included.
Sometimes they are the other letters too. Mom, Sesame Street is not you're not in a Sesame Street video. You got the wrong channel, darling.
Trans people have always been part of this community. They've been a huge part of building this community up and enriching it.
Okay, no, they fucking haven't. There were 0 trans people 25 years ago. There were 0 trans people 30 years ago. There were 0 trans people 40 fucking years ago. There may have been transvestites, right? But trans was not a fucking thing. Mom, there were 0 trans people at Stonewall. Okay, I know y'all like to do your fucking stupid ass virtue signal about Marsha P. Johnson. Well, he was actually a man, and everyone who was trans or dressed in drag was actually their biological sex, and they said so. Boo-boo. So no, trans people, like, why the fuck do they make up all these lies about trans people? Like, oh, trans people are Jesus, trans people are God, oh, let's bow to the trans because it's Krishna. Fuck you. No, do you not see how fucking delusional all this shit is? Because it is. You're delusional AF. Let's make this song Delusional AF. Let's see, a good letter for delusional AF. What might that be? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's make it F because they're failing at life. Okay, this is it. Delusional AF. You're delusional. And that was a happy tune because you can actually get out of being delusional and you can be real. Anyway, okay, let's carry on. It's a lot to get me through this video. Anyway.
So the idea that now cis people in this community are somehow...
I have said this before, and I will say this again and again and again and again until the trans cult has been defeated. Cis means subordinate. Cis means subordinate. Everyone who's not cis is the higher, is the upper echelon, right? In the LGBTQ horse shit, okay? Because everyone fucking worships the trans like they're goddamn gods, and they ain't, okay? So cis is such a fucking useless term. I literally never want to hear it ever again in my life. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to hear it 40 more fucking times in the next couple minutes, but anyway. From this moron. But every time you hear the word cis, I want you to switch that in your mind to hear subordinate. Because that's what it means.
Taking ownership and trying to block the trans people out is disgusting. See, I saw this starting, and again, this is talking as like a privileged cis person.
Oh, okay, so it's disgusting to block the trans people out. Which no one was even doing. But it's disgusting to have spaces where trannies are not allowed. Mom, if you think that's disgusting, I think you need a whole new fucking life and you need a goddamn reality check. Because things that are disgusting, like female genital mutilation, female sexual abuse, girl marriage, I want us to stop saying child marriage because it's pretty much only girls that are married, okay? And girl, that would make it therefore girl marriage. You know, I've never heard of, a 9-year-old girl getting married, a 9-year-old boy getting married off to his, 40-year-old aunt. But I've heard of a 9-year-old girl getting married off to her 40-year-old uncle. That's why it's fucking girl marriage. Girl marriage is disgusting. But oh, it's disgusting that the trannies can't get into the club with the real women. Come at me.
Because I was aware that transphobia was a thing, especially trans misogyny, of course. But I feel like
transmisogyny, of course. Made up words, of course. Fucking Malagadagaboo. The Malagadagaboo, everyone. Oh, God, how horrible. The Malagadagaboo. We hate the Malagabagadoo. Fuck the Malagabagadoo. That has no meaning. But fuck it.
About a year ago, I am going to name names here, I'm going to. So we had the whole Ariel Scarcella thing. She's a really big YouTuber.
Hi, Ariel. Thanks for showing up in this fool's video. You seem to be showing up in a lot of fool's video, maybe including your own. Probably because you're pro-trans, you won't come out against the trans cult who are rapists. Anyway. But, like, you and her, I don't know, neither of you is really doing much better than the other, but okay.
Who does LGBT content, and she started making videos about how somehow lesbians are being erased and sort of mistreated by trans women, because apparently trans women are forcing lesbians to sleep with them, which is not...
There's a thing called the cotton ceiling, which is a real phenomenon, Claudia. And that's 100% rape. That they're saying that, oh, they can't, the cotton ceiling is that these lesbian women won't sleep with the trannies. That's called rape. R-A-P-E. Do you know that word? Honey, do you know that word? I don't know if she knows that word. But let's carry on.
That is happening at all. Now, I actually, to my shame, I made a video in response to this last year, and I was going through some old videos of mine the other day because my mental state is not good right now, and I considered coming offline.
Her mental state, I'm sure, isn't good because, one, she's a hop. Look at all the slave paint all over her face. You know, when you lodge lead and talcum powder, any foreign object into your brain, it's kind of puts you in a bad state. You're in a cult, also puts you in a really bad state. So those two together, don't recommend it. But anyway.
But I was looking through some of my videos that were private, and basically I had a video that I'd responded to the whole drama with Ariel Scarcella and the whole genitals preferences argument, that thing.
Genitals preference argument. That's not a thing. That, you know, I know that the trans like it. I know that the trans want to talk about it, and the trans are like, oh, hey, you're reducing people to their genitals. Like, no, they're actually reducing people. They're not reducing anyone to their genitals. Like, I love how the trans are allowed to do exactly what they say everyone else shouldn't. Like, they are the holier than thou ones because they don't reduce people to their genitals. Meanwhile, they're fucking mutilating their own genitals to appear as the opposite sexes. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Am I ever gonna finish this video? I don't know.
I didn't publish it because at that time I was going through very poor mental health. And
yeah, because you're in a cult, dumbass.
From it, because I was in a delicate mental state. And I also kind of feel like I'm not doing that again. I'm not going to... I can't now afford, as a cis person, I mean, how like, privilege was that of me?
She can't now afford, as a subordinate woman,
to not put that up because I was in, like, a bad place. Like, when there are literally trans people in our community facing this all the time, like, it's up to us who are cis in the community and who have that privilege.
It's up to us who are subordinate in the community.
Who can speak, to speak.
What fucking drugs are these people on? Is she on a drug? I'm serious. Is it birth control? Because birth control makes you do really stupid fucking things. But, like, I've noticed this kind of, I mean, like, I know that cults are very powerful. I know that the trans cult is very powerful. I'm aware, okay? I was in it. But, like, what's so weird to me is that, like, these women and so many of these people are just in this, like, absolute complete fucking zombified state of, like, everything I do must be about the trans, everything I do must cater to the trans, and it's like, are you a real person, or are you just pretending to be a person? Are you a real person with your own thoughts, or are you just a drone for the trannies? This is gonna take forever. I just really hate her.
I'm deeply sorry.
I don't hate her, I hate everything she's saying.
I never published that, and I can't really publish it now. I guess I could, but it's in reference to things which happened about a year ago. That was around the time when I started noticing this in a big way, and it's not even so much the genital preferences thing. So there are certain lesbians, and I will say certain because it's not all lesbians, and also there's lots of trans lesbians, but there are certain lesbians who believe that they are only attracted.
Okay, the only trans lesbian that exists is a female to male transitioner who is romantically interested in women. Other than that, there's no such thing as a trans lesbian anyway.
Or they are only attracted to vaginas, apparently, which is okay, that's fine. Nobody's saying you can't just be attracted to genitalia.
Okay, like 1 minute ago she was talking about genital preferences.
There's the argument that being lesbian means being attracted to women, though.
Yeah, moron, that's literally what a fucking lesbian is. Are you kidding me? A lesbian is a woman who is romantically interested in other women. In other fucking news, 1 + 1 = 2.
So you don't have to be attracted to every woman out there. You know, if you're a lesbian, I'm bi myself, so I know that it's not my space. But as a bi woman who has like some experience in this community, the problem is not someone personally.
I don't think she's even bi. I think she's just probably claiming that because she wants to be a special snowflake like her tranny friends.
Like, not.
Oh, and you're not bi if you sleep with trans women, sweetheart. Those are men. But anyway,
wanting to date someone with genitalia that they don't like. The problem is the framing, and that was my big issue, personally.
Someone with genitalia that they don't like. Wow. Okay.
My issue was the framing of trans women as somehow trying to. Some were out and out saying that trans women just were men. Some were saying
they are. Trans women are men. Why don't we sing that song again? See if I can remember it. Trans women are men. Trans women are men. That wasn't it. Trans women are men. Let's try it again. Trans women are men. It's close enough. Y'all got it. Okay. Where did I put my phone? They're men, sweetheart. Those are men. You dumb. How are, like, I can't believe I have to explain this shit to grown women, to grown human beings. Yeah, trans women are men and you're in a fucking cult. Get out of it.
The trans women were trying to sneak.
My cat just woke up. I hope she comes over.
Into women's spaces, and then there was that whole idea that trans women were being predatory in some way because they dared to challenge the language used by certain cis, bi, and lesbian women. And again, it's not so much the fact that certain lesbians or even certain bi people, I suppose, wouldn't want to go there with a certain genitalia. It's the fact that it was this constant not being asked, but feeling the need to come out there and say these things, which seemed weird, presenting it almost as if there was a crisis of trans women forcing us cis bi and cis lesbian.
Trans women. So okay, so let me translate. Men forcing subordinate women, subordinate bisexual women, subordinate lesbian women, subordinate straight women.
People to sleep with them, and
To sleep with them.
that was so harmful.
That was so harmful of those men to say those things. Yes, it was. That was a bad thing for them to say, and they fucking shouldn't say, oh, it's my right to sleep with you because I want to. I hope you kill yourself today, any men who fucking say that. Oh, I need to sleep with you. It's my right to sleep with you. Oh, it's my right to get a prostitute. Why don't you kill yourself today and make the world a better place? So, what was I going to say? Something else about this? I forgot. Let's continue.
At the time, and a lot of people did call that out. And I did call that out on Twitter and stuff like that.
She did call it out. She did call it out. She did call it out. She's such a fucking cult member. This is exactly cult behavior when you repeat yourself multiple times about multiply dumb shit.
I didn't put the video up, so we're now in a position 1 year later.
1 year
where
later.
TERFs are becoming
TERFs.
more vocal, and a lot of people do seem to be agreeing with them, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you can't really refute how do you describe what a woman is without using stereotypes. You can't refute that. That is a fact. You can't refute it's sexist to give to sex children based upon their play preferences. You fucking can't refute that. You can't refute that it's harmful to give kids harmful sex change operations and Lupron that directly make their fucking bone density less. You can't refute that. There is proof. Also, there are all kinds of fucking studies that exist, but you don't fucking look them up, you dumbass, that say that transgender is bad and transgender is also connected to people with autism. Which is worth noting, okay? And also transtrender is transtrender. It's fucking trendy. Hello? Have y'all noticed that so many transes are children? So many transes are under 25? Yeah, that spells PROBLEM.
They're trying to present what they stand for. A TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist, by the way.
A TERF is a totally excellent real female, which she's not because she's acting like a girl and she's in the trans cult. If you're in the trans cult, you can't be a totally excellent real female because you go around saying shit like trans women are women. TERF also stands for telling everyone real facts, which I guess she's not down with, but anyway.
So there's obviously... TERFs aren't the only people who are transphobic. Like, there's transphobic people, but specifically TERFs are trans exclusionary radical feminists, and they...
Hey, Danny, are you transphobic? Danny, are you transphobic? Are people who are allergic to cats cat-phobic? Maybe we should work on the feline phobia in this country, in this world, for everyone who's not allergic to cats, right, Dan? She says right. Don't go, please don't go. Okay, sorry I bugged you. Sorry. No, stay. Mama, stay. I want her to stay. Okay.
Somehow, in this really harmful way, they paint their transphobia and they kind of cover it and say, oh, but it's feminism and it's defending women.
It is. I'm defending you by making this fucking video because I'm breaking it down for you why what you're saying is cult speak. And I'm breaking it down for you why what you're saying is misogyny. Whenever you say trans women are women... Exactly. Whenever you say trans women are women, you're saying misogyny. You're saying I believe in misogyny and I want misogyny to continue. That's what trans women are women means. Really. And it's fucking doublethink, stupid ass newspeak. You fucking moron. Danny likes the music, so I should sing another song for her so she doesn't leave me.
Women and they're defending.
Trans women aren't women, they're men.
Cis women from those awful...
Cis means subordinate. Fuck! I just changed it. Hi, Terry. I didn't mean to change it. I'll go back. I didn't mean to change it. Okay.
Awful, predatory trans women who are just men in disguise trying to sneak into women's spaces.
That's literally what they are. She knows. See, she knows deep down some of this is true. That's why they say these things. He's like, every time when there's like a teeny tiny kernel of truth, you're like, oh my God, you're getting it. She's getting it. She's getting it. She feels threatened by these trannies, and that's why she fucking made this video to showcase the fact, oh, she's the good little girl in the trans cult. She's the good little LG. She's the good little B. Oh, big T's, please be good to little B. Let's think of a song now. control because she's in the trans cult. Anyway.
It's just really disgusting. So that's become a thing now.
It's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. Oh, it's so really disgusting that teenage girls are allowed to have children when they're not fucking fit to be parents and some guy raped them pregnant. Oh, it's really disgusting that marital rape was allowed in the United States in the fucking state of Louisiana until 1993. That was legal. Oh, it's really disgusting that surrogacy is a thing and multiple gay men are prostituting women for their uteruses. Those are all fucking female experiences. Those are all inherent to being a woman, a female, a TERF like me, #TERF like me. But it's really disgusting whatever fucking dumbass bullshit she just said. What a fucking moron.
The other day, I can't remember which TV. It was one of the main 3 channels, and it was some conversation about bathrooms, gender-neutral bathrooms. And
can't wait.
Genuinely, there were 3 TERFs on my screen who were trying...
Genuinely, there were 3 women who were trying to fucking convince you of reality, but you were upset about it.
To say that, but I could just say I was a man and just go into a bathroom and assault someone. And it's just ridiculous, and it's just trolling. It's trolling, essentially.
I haven't heard that one before. Radical feminism is trolling. Yeah, that's cute coming from a fucking person who's in the trans cult, and the trans cult, one of their fucking doctrines of the trans cult is literally to troll people who disagree with them. Unbelievable.
I can't believe I had to see that on my TV. But now we've basically...
Can't believe I had to see it on my TV. Maybe you should have fucking turned it off.
I don't know when this video will be up, but for
if
me,
you hated it that much.
And a group
I wish you hadn't
TERFs,
posted this video.
Ended up leading Pride. Yes, they did. So they went there with their banners and they were handing out...
They were leading Pride. What does this even mean?
Transphobic flyers and things.
Transphobic flyers!
Police presence.
They were probably flyers that say, actual facts on them, like you cannot change your biological sex. That's another one you can't refute. You cannot change your biological sex. Just so you know. What's so scary is that so many children have fallen victim to the trans cult. And I know that they actually think that you can just switch your gender. You can switch your sex. You can't. That's not possible. If you have surgery to look like you're, to get your penis inverted and have a fake vagina, or if you have your arm skin ripped off, literally cut off of your arm and sewn onto your vagina area, that is bad. It doesn't make you the opposite sex, and it's not a functioning body part because it's fake, because it's false. And a lot of people actually die from complications of that, so there's that to think about.
Right, and it's supposed to be a safe space for all members of the community. They were allowed...
Maybe including people who disagree with you, dumbass. Oh, I keep doing this.
...to carry on leading the Pride March, which understandably is a huge blow to, first of all, to any trans person who's gone to that Pride, because it's their space.
Okay, why every time there is even a every time I experienced 1 or 2 trans people being in the room, they were the massive minority. They were the massive fucking minority. It's never, like, thanks be to great God Almighty, I've never been in a room with majority trans people, and I want to keep it that way. By the way, in the fucking pride parades that happened in San Francisco and New York all the way back in the 70s, lesbians were almost not even fucking allowed to participate because they were women. Because misogyny, Claudia. Honey, do you know what that word means? M-I-S-O-G-Y-N-Y. It's hatred of women. Hatred of women, which you are. I call you a girl because you're certainly acting like one, and I call you a girl because you're in the trans cult, but deep down, you're a woman. And it's time you fucking started acting like one.
Well, they shouldn't have to put up with that at Pride and walk behind that in a parade. And also, it's just another example of cis privilege, because
There's no such thing as cis privilege. It is not a privilege to be a woman in this world. I don't know. She's just repeating a bunch of the same shit over and over and over again. Like the trans cult do.
I find that TERFs can kind of do this stuff and say it's in the name of lesbianism and in the name of women.
Because it is. It is. We're the only ones out here who are actually fighting for women, who are actually fighting for lesbians. Unlike you.
Which, again, is ridiculous because a ton of women disagree with them, and also...
She's so dumb. I can't even handle
A
this.
ton of lesbians disagree with them, and you can also have trans lesbians. Whereas when you see trans people...
Trans lesbians. What was that fucking word I came up with early? Magada-gaboo. I forgot, but that's Magada-gaboo.
Or trans women protesting something, the response is often much worse, and that's just an example of privilege. So they were allowed to basically do that, and it just dampened the whole pride for people, and it's unacceptable. So I've signed an open letter, which I will put a link to in this video at the bottom. I'll check with the person doing the open letter first and make sure that's okay, but if it is, I'll put that there, and you can sign it. Pride is already a nerve-wracking time. I mean, for a lot of people, that will have been their first experience of pride. Now, I do not feel comfortable as a cis woman that other cis people have happily, gone to pride and know full well this has happened and aren't saying or doing anything, because I feel like it's our responsibility to step up. Yes.
When you're in the trans cult, this is really mean. I'm being really mean to her, and she deserves it, but, like, when you're in the trans cult, I'm speaking from experience, assholes, you are constantly walking on eggshells around them. You are constantly trying to accommodate them. You are constantly not looking out for yourself, but you're looking out for someone else entirely. You are trying really hard to accommodate men, essentially. You're trying really hard to accommodate not only men, but very mentally unstable people. And we've fucking made this shit so out of control that you you ought to uphold and honor and baby and coddle the cuckoo, the person experiencing a psychotic episode. That's who your priorities are with. Clearly, that's true of her.
We can just party on if we want to, but what is the point? When you think about what pride is, what's the point? Who wants to be part of that celebration when it's...
Pride has actually been completely, opted by corporate sponsors, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense anymore. There's often alcohol served for free at Pride events, and a lot of gay men struggle with alcoholism. So, just because, and I'm not saying Pride is all bad, it's not all bad, but I'm also saying that nothing is fucking perfect. Hello, nothing is perfect, and just because you there were some people at a fucking pride parade that you disagreed with, you're really fucking making this goddamn 17-minute 46 video about it, 17-minute 46-second video about it. So you disagreed with someone at a function? Okay, that's not even fucking news to me. I usually disagree with people at a function. I don't fucking go home and make a 17-minute 46-second video about it. But she has to show her allegiance to the trans cult, everyone. It's important.
Not a celebration that...
I don't know if I'm going to finish this. It's so annoying. And this video is already really long.
I would urge you to sign it, and also make your views known on social media.
Make your views known on social media so you know that there are transes, that there are TERFs at the transes marches. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Maybe I won't, because I don't want that kind of harassment and that hostile feeling when I go to a place which is supposed to be safe for me, and that is
I'm sorry, it's not safe for you if there are transes around. Went there, it's not. It's not safe for you, especially if they're men. A lot of women have been physically assaulted by transes. obviously, if they're fucking throwing a fit about a few people disagreeing with them, is that someone you want to be around? Ask yourself that, Claudia.
Acceptable, and I feel like we as cis people need to speak up about that.
We
so
as subordinate people.
Now we're going into this era of acceptable trans misogyny, is that it really is up to us to speak out. It is up to us as cis people. That's who I'm talking to, and I'm talking about.
I am very indoctrinated by the cult, and I want to show you how great I am at being indoctrinated by the cult and repeating their mantras.
Myself as well. It's up to us, and I feel like we need to do more. I feel like in the past I haven't done enough, and a lot of us haven't. First of all, we owe it to the trans community because they've been such a rich part of the LGBT community.
No, they fucking haven't. Shut the fuck up.
From the very start, and without them.
No, they haven't. There were literally no transes that created the LGBT community. No transes were present during the beginning of the LGBT community, during the beginning of the gay and lesbian movement. There were zero transes there. Hello, fucking read a book. Do you just watch YouTube all day, or are you literate?
Have pride as we know it, but also because we have privilege. And when I talk about privilege,
you don't have privilege if you are a woman.
It's about using that privilege to draw attention to the fact.
Okay, again, she keeps repeating shit. I've repeated myself multiple times talking about her.
And in life, you can see it at Pride.
This is exhausting.
Is that trans people, especially trans women, are being baited. So they are being treated in horribly transphobic ways.
Okay. They're being baited. No, they're not. She's the one who's baiting people by fucking making this goddamn video. She's the one. That doesn't happen. It's literally the opposite. Trans people bait women constantly on the internet all the time. Some asshole, who I think was a child, but I don't give a fuck because it was still an asshole. The child was still an asshole. Took a picture of mine, took a transphobic comment of mine, and reposted it, and I approached this individual, and I said, hey, it's okay if you want to hate me, and it's okay if you want to repost my comment, but you should block out my username, because it's just not okay for you to repost that. And this person said, I have every right to rape you. That's what the fucking trans cult brings us. I really hope she gets out of the cult.
Increasingly online, and basically the idea is to bait them into getting angry and responding with anger, which is natural and fine, and I completely support them in. And the moment they push back, that is when they are discounted. Suddenly they are the reason why their community is mistreated.
She's making this up.
You can't take part in civil debate. It's insidious.
We can't take part in a civil debate because the trans cult is so fucking powerful. I can't even say, hey, you're actually a man. Hey, you're actually a woman. That's what fucking happened with my former friend who's trans. When we broke up as friends, I was like, hey, just because you're not a biological male doesn't mean I don't love you. And she was like, how dare you say that to me? How dare you say I'm not a biological male? Well, it's the goddamn truth. You know damn well how you were fucking born. You know damn well how you were fucking raised. You know you're female. You know it. You know you're male. Deep down. Stop acting like you don't. Okay? Stop doing all this fucking song and dance bullshit. Cut it out. Jesus fucking Christ.
More about tone policing in aspects of activism and oppression, but it's vile, and you can see it in other aspects, in other spheres, where a person from a marginalised group, in the face of oppression and hatred, snaps back against it, but the moment they snap back, suddenly the eyes are on them for their response, rather than the logical response of looking at what caused that and understanding that that's a human reaction to being treated in that way. I don't want to see anybody out there policing the language that trans women use on this. Of course, Trans people and trans women are going to be angry about this, and they're even being denied that human anger and response, because every time
Cool, I want to deny them everything. I want to deny them everything until they fucking come to terms with the fact of their real sex.
Where we've got the trans community having to tiptoe around this and be really careful of everything they say. There are things in this video that I can say here that members of the trans community can't say or would struggle to say simply because of the harassment. Like, they could say it, but they would get so much more harassment than I would get for making this. Trans people are allowed to be angry at this. We should all be angry at this. So one of my, pet peeves, it's beyond a pet peeve, actually, because that makes it sound like just a silly thing, like, oh, when people leave the seat up. No, it's one of the most frustrating things in terms of social justice and oppression dynamics, is that idea of the person in the marginalised group, the person with the least amount of power, going up against someone with a lot of privilege and power, and when they show a very human response to invalidation or oppression or being treated in a certain way, they are the villain of the situation.
This is the trans.
And a lot of people don't realise that the reason it's read like that is because of the privilege and the power dynamics that so many people just don't even think about. Of course, it's going to be harder for the person who's living that discrimination and oppression and feeling that transphobia to engage in a civil debate. Like, why should trans people have to engage in a civil debate to talk about, their very existence?
Because they can't do it. That's why. They literally can't fucking answer these very simple questions. Like, they can't answer... They don't fucking understand that they're the sex that they are. They can't get it. They don't get it. And that's why we want to debate them, but that's why they refuse, because they don't have anything to say. They're fucking, they're a lot like the makeup gals who are like, oh, I wanna wear it. I wanna be male. I wanna be female. Cool. Okay. I'm sorry. You're not those things. I'm sorry you cannot change your sex. I'm sorry you can't even fucking have a conversation with me about it. Maybe that says you need different help. That's why we have to have these conversations with them, because we have to have these conversations with them in order to understand that they're fucking wrong. Duh! They're like someone just told me that she has someone was telling me somewhere that she has some tranny friend who's female, and they're always saying dumb sexist bullshit constantly every day. And she said something really sexist about hair. I don't even fucking remember what it was. I shouldn't have said that, but they're saying they're embodying all these really harmful stereotypes. They're taking them as real. They're taking, all these stereotypes like, oh, women can't be assertive. I'm not assertive, so I must be a woman. Oh, I'm confident and assertive, so I must be a man. This is the most fucking ridiculous kindergarten level fucking bullshit I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. I'm sorry this is so long.
To validate their existence.
Validate their existence. Me fucking saying that you're not a man if you're a woman, and me fucking saying that you're not a woman if you're a man is not invalidating your existence, dumbass. You're still a human being. I never said you weren't. I'm not like, hey, transes, you're just fucking pebbles on the ground. I don't give a fuck about you. No, I'm not saying that. Other radical feminists are not saying that. Other people are trying to understand why trans is a thing because it's so abusive and horrible and wrong. And the trans can't answer it because they're not working with the full deck most of the time. For real, everyone, for real. I talk all this shit about transes, but maybe I shouldn't, because I know for a fact that they're not fucking working with full decks, okay? They're not cognitively there a lot of the time. But also a lot of the time, the trans women, okay, are autogynephiliacs. An autogynephiliac is someone who is sexually turned on by dressing like a woman. And they're very intelligent and they're interested in women romantically. Like that Tim that preyed upon me, that I talk about in my peak trans video. That was not a gynophiliac, okay? And they're very dangerous. You want to stay away from them. But I'm saying that there are, so the trans, we can put the trans into maybe 3 categories. So one is they ain't working with a full deck, or they're working with a different deck, right? 2 is they're autogynophiliacs. 3, I would actually argue, are children who are being preyed upon and believing this trans cult doctrine and then going along with it. And then their stupid ass parents who shouldn't have had them are also going along with it. And I say that their parents shouldn't have had them because if you can't give a child boundaries, if you're not comfortable giving a child boundaries, you shouldn't be a parent. It's okay. Not everyone's meant to be a parent. It's not a big deal. But like your kid needs boundaries. Period. The end. And if you can't give that to your child, you're not fit to be a parent.
To do that, to prove that they're real. Because that's what some people are actually asking them to do.
Again, the trans cult has just lied to her. That's what the trannies fucking say. Is they're like, oh, if you don't call me a female, if you don't call me a woman, if you don't call me a man, oh, you're invalidating my existence. No. I'm not invalidating your existence. I literally can't do that if you're fucking standing right in front of me. Maybe if you're online, and I don't know if you're a real person or not, or I don't know if you're trolling, but like in real life, no. God, she is so indoctrinated. This is really sad.
Genuinely asking trans people to engage with these transphobic, nasty people just to validate their own existence, and they're also being tone policed as they do it. How disgusting is that? If you see a trans person
this woman
online
is so okay, honestly, she clearly is privileged. She's so privileged that she can live her life within the confines of the trans cult. I don't know what kind of life that is. I don't want to have it. She's so privileged that she can say all this bullshit in this video and feel good about it, and also feel good about being in a cult. Scary. I don't know if we're gonna finish this. Got a lot left.
At cis people, don't be that cis person who
don't be that
sits there
subordinate
and makes it all
person.
about you, because but I'm the good cis person. Not all cis people.
I'm the good subordinate person, not all subordinate people.
I mean, for goodness sake, there's a bigger issue at stake here. Obviously, they don't mean all cis people, but the truth is
obviously
that
they don't mean all subordinate
who
people.
Are cis are transphobic, and I think most of us in this society,
most of the people who are subordinate, lower in rank than the transes, are against the transes. Yeah, because the transes are a lot of the time fucking bullies that verbally abuse people. Hello. They verbally abuse people. If you have fucking read... Fuck, I thought I had it on hand. Maybe I do. No, I don't. If you fucking read the autobiography of Malcolm X like a good little activist, you would know that the truth is on the side of the oppressed. And the fucking transes are on top, baby. They're on top, calling all the shots, waving their stupid verbally abusive wands, being like, fuck you, bitch, you said trans people this, fuck you, we hate you, now you have to have a big public apology. They're not oppressed.
we live in a transphobic society, so even people who are well-intentioned are gonna pick up...
I just hate how many women I see, and I see this all the time, and this is another aspect of vigorexia that I really hate. They're putting themselves in the back burner. Women are always putting themselves on the back burner and putting someone else, in this moron's case, the transes, are on the front burner and she's on the back one. Let's sing a song about the back burner. See if Danny comes back. Back burner, let's make it be. off the back burner. Please, thanks. Put yourself on the front burner.
Those things before we unlearn them. Obviously, that's going to be frustrating for people. We can't police how the trans community, or in other examples, how other oppressed communities deal with that. And
actually, we can. You know, it's generally not okay to tell a woman whose words you don't like that you have every right to rape her. And similar, which is what the trans are doing.
The idea of making them, I almost feel like it's a form of... It is a form of abuse. It's a form of...
Yeah. Yeah, the trans cult is a form of abuse. You got that right.
It's damaging. It must be damaging.
She's talking about herself in the trans cult.
To mental health. I think it definitely...
Yeah, it's damaging. It's damaging to mental health to be in the trans cult. Or any cult, for that matter.
And I think we'll see this in the future. When you ask an oppressed group to only deal with that oppression and that legitimate anger in a certain packaged, I'm good way, you know, they're not allowed to show any anger or any real frustration at what's going on. They're never allowed that moment. I think that's genuinely damaging. And
yeah, you're genuinely damaged. It's fucking obvious. The fact that you're wearing slave paint, the fact that you're making this video, you are genuinely damaged. You are genuinely damaged from the trans cult, and that's what it does to women, is it damages us. It gives us fucking anxiety. It gives us fucking worry. We are fucking constantly on edge. All these things, thanks to dumbasses like you who love sucking tranny dick or something. I don't fucking know. That was super out of line, but it's too late. It's more out of line for her to be doing this shit. And it's more out of line for other women to be doing this shit. Get out of the trans cult. Get the fuck off your knees and get on your feet. Start fighting with the rest of us.
I think that is part of why people from oppressed groups often have such poor mental health. I don't even think it's just the oppression and what they face. I think it's the fact that they can't even talk about it in the terms they would.
Like you can't even talk about being a woman. You have to put cis, which means subordinate, before it. We have to say, oh, but I'm a subordinate woman. Oh, but I'm a subordinate woman. Oh, but I'm a subordinate bi woman. She's back. Come here, Mama. Mama, come here. Gotcha. Got her. Mom, don't go. Please don't go. You want to play on piano?
Because they can't do that, because if they do, they'd be discounted entirely. So I have seen the flyers that this group are handing out, and it's just ridiculous and it makes no sense. Basically saying that apparently trans activism is anti-lesbian.
It is anti-lesbian. Because there are men, cocks and frocks, parading about saying that they're women, which is anti-woman, which is misogyny, and that's anti-lesbian. If it's anti-woman, then it's anti-lesbian. Come at me.
That's very odd, isn't it? Because first of all, it's not. How is it? It doesn't make any sense. It's not anti-lesbian. You have trans lesbians.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop because this is just ridiculous. I'm sorry, this video is so fucking long. She's just saying the same shit over and over and over again, and there's no point in me finishing this video because all the dumb bullshit that she's said, she's just gonna say it again and again and again because she needs to tell herself these stupid ass tranny mantrums mantrums, I said mantrums. Mantra. A mantrum is when a man throws a tantrum. So, I guess that's just anyone the trans club likes to throw tantrums. Mantrums. The men, the Tims throw mantrums all day because they're dumb little shit, whatever the fuck. I'm done with her. I can't handle her. She dumb. Look how cute my cat is. My cat is so cute. Hi. She's dumb. She's indoctrinated. She's a cult member. She's really pathetic, honestly. I feel really bad for her. I feel bad for all women. Yeah, Danny. I feel bad for all women who are in the trans cult and can't get out of it and don't know how. And think that radical feminism is like some kind of like demonic shit. Like, yo, we ain't demonic, okay? We're real women. We're totally excellent, real females. And y'all come join our club, okay? Because it's way better than the trans cult.